Challenge was set. Challenge was accepted. But did we deliver?
Mos Eisley Spaceport. You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Hello Cantina Rebels and welcome back to another episode. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Listen, do me a big favour. Whatever you do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because anytime we do a video, you'll get alerted. We've got loads of good stuffs coming. I've said this before, we've got a droid build coming. We've got some helmets. As of recording this, on Thursday the 26th of June, I have the Stranger helmet coming. So you're going to get a special video before this one goes live. You'll probably see that tomorrow, or I might do it Sunday. I don't know yet. But you're going to get a special video of that. But why we're here? So we're here because I set out a challenge. It was a home-built hilt challenge. So I'd seen these done before by other creators, but all the videos seem to be like 4 or 5 years old. So I wanted to do it again, and I wanted to pick a few creators who I felt I wanted to share the love with. So the idea is all my followers will check their videos out and hopefully give them a bit of a sub, vice versa. So 5 of us, 10 invites went out. 5, including myself, all accepted the challenge and did the challenge. And then we had one latecomer come in yesterday. So can't wait to see what this creator comes up with, prop builder comes up with in sort of 2 days, and edited and uploading the video. So all the videos have gone live as of now. Everyone should have done it as a premiere. And as soon as I've got all the links to everyone's videos, I'll put them in below. I'll also have which number each creator is. To vote for your best, you have to watch all 6 videos, and you have to comment on each video who your favourite is. Each creator will then tally them up, the total amount for each number, and in a week's time we'll announce a winner. The winner isn't getting anything other than bragging rights, and we've all sort of hinted we might do this again in 12 months time. But anyway, look, enough waffling. You don't want to listen to me, you want to see the hilt, and this is my hilt. So I went with the Boba Fett theme. Why? I don't know. Boba Fett's sort of what started it all for me, his helmet. So I've gone with a backstory of Boba came into possession of this and decided to make it his own. It's green with the red hints and some yellow markings. It's also got some brass accents, and where there's been a battle or two, a little bit of a blaster mark. The reason I did that is we always see in Star Wars how Jedi or Sith deflect blaster marks, but I've never seen any blaster marks on the hilt, so I wanted to do that on the shroud at the top. The emitter has a copper element in it, and the wrap, like I say, is based on the Tuscans, so that ties in with it. So this is exposed wires as well. So this is my interpretation of what if. Okay, so we're in the garage. We're in my old sort of setup. So this is now my crafting project area. So stuff to do here. All my equipment there. So stuff to help me do jobs. I've got my cup of tea with me. So typical Brit. Always got to have a brew. Got my juice with me. And I've got a load of stuff. So when I went to get my stuff, so let me start off. So today is Tuesday, so I think it's the 23rd today. So we've got until Saturday to get this done, get it painted. I've got 48 hours. So the time now is I think it's 10:30 in the morning. So this is when my 48 hours starts. I will add a little bit on at the end for going and getting the supplies and stuff. I went to B&Q in the UK to get my supplies, but I suppose the equivalent in the US would be something like Lowe's or something like that. And I went, and the prices are just ridiculous. I mean, little bits were like £10, and the budget for this was 40 quid, £40, and $40. So for me to get stuff from B&Q was going to be, my budget was going to go on one or two things. So I've had to grab all the stuff that I could find in and around the house. And so I've got all sorts. So I've got leftover parts of sort of model kits. I've got various plumbing parts. I've got the receipt for some parts I did buy. The only thing I bought were like an angled joint that was £1.75. This little part here, I'm not sure. It's a vat for it goes on the end of a pipe. It fits in a pipe. I don't know, just looked cool. I thought, yeah, I like that. We'll get that. And I bought some rubber strip extractor excluder draft tape. I bought that because I've had an idea. I've had an idea of something I want to do. So the grand total so far is I've spent £8.75. So I'll take a picture of this and I'll stick it in the corner here. Yeah, I'll also quickly show you some footage from my trip to B&Q so you can get an idea of how expensive stuff is. So I'll let that play now. Okay, so I'm at our local DIY, so B&Q here in the UK. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to have a look at stuff I can get for my lightsaber build. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go in and have a look. I have to think this through. I mean, £8 something for one thing, it's going to really mess with my budget. So unless I see something I really, really want, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this like that. Okay, let's keep looking. Okay, welcome back. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy prices. 10, 15 quid for little parts. Anyway, the economy, eh? So what I've got in front of me is a load of stuff. So I've got an idea of what I want to do. I've got a sort of a plan. I've got like valves. I've got all sorts. I've got a fixing that I wanted to stick in the center of the emitter. The only 3D printed parts I've got are these two. This is a little part that was off a Kylo Ren lightsaber. My thinking is sticking it into one of the pipes and then having, I'm going to have to sand it down a little bit, and then having this sit inside. So I'm going to have to drill it out a little bit and pop that in. So I don't know whether to snip this or whether to drill that out and fit it in. So that'll be sort of sunk in. So we'll have to have a look. We'll have to have a see. I don't know how we're going to do it. So let's crack on. So I found this piece and I quite like the idea of having an angled pommel. So my thinking is that with that sliding in there and that sliding in there, obviously sunken down to about there. So first of all, we need to figure a way of getting this in there. So we need to remove these two bits, I think. Right, I've done as much as I can now with the hilt while stuff's drying. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to do the handle in this duck canvas. Same one as I used for my Tuscan Raider. So I'm going through the same process. So I've got some soaking in tea and one soaking in coffee, and then I'm going to leave one plain. I might spray it with vinegar or something, I don't know yet, just so it's slightly darker than what it is now. And the idea is I'm going to wrap them in wrap them around the handle and glue them on. That's the thinking, that's the plan. Okay, day 2. So yesterday I did about, what, 3 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. It wasn't a lot, but I felt like I've got quite a bit done. So today I've painted it, it's all rough, I've smoothed it, sorry. I need to tweak it a little bit, as in just paint some more bits, etc, etc. I've got some ideas for colours, so I'm going to go with them. I'm thinking sort of like a matte grey. I've got like, it's not a chrome, it's a silver, bit of gold. I'm going to go with copper, so some copper accents on here. So this sort of colour, so I'm figuring gold might work well with them. I'm going to put some exposed wires in it. Yeah, so I want that. So I'm also thinking like a green, a NATO green, this one. So right, okay, so I've painted it now. So I've decided the backstory for mine is it's a Boba Fett lightsaber. I kind of figured, I knew I had in my head the colours I wanted to do. I've got the wrap. So mine's, if Boba Fett was to have a lightsaber, this would be what his is. So we've got the green, we've got the silver or the grey, we've got the Tuscan Raider wraps, and then we've got like red accents here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint some yellow stripes. A bit like Bob Ross. Okay, and welcome. Today we're painting a lightsaber hilt. Got my daughter with me, she's laughing her head off. She doesn't even know who Bob Ross is. It's natural, not like some fat bloke's just painted a load of watery paint on it, which is how it looks at the moment. Obviously not me, I'm not fat. When I was a kid, we had this series on TV, and it was Art Attack, and every week they did like art projects and stuff like that. And was it Neil Buchanan? For the guys that are doing this from America, you'll have no idea what I'm on about, but you Brits will know. The English guys will know what I mean. They're probably chuckling away. Okay, I'll give you a little look. This before I do the glamour shots. So you can see I've really a little bit of rust. Just using the powder. So it's got the green, the red. Blaster mark on the back, starting to rust. Hilt. It's weighed at the bottom. Okay, so you've seen the little intro video. You've seen what I went through mentally trying to get this together, the ups and downs. I did it in roughly 10 hours. I lost track, but it was no more than 10 or 12 hours, something like that. It was no more than 12 hours, and my total spend was £8 something. I mentioned it in the video, so you'll know what I spent. This is one I kept putting off. I don't know why. I think I was nervous, a little bit of fear of the unknown. But do you know what? Once I started it, I just wanted to finish it, and I love this thing. It's well, it's my passion, which is Boba Fett, and it's a little bit of element of that. However, I've decided I'm not going to display this one. My little boy is Boba Fett obsessed as well. So I've decided that Benjamin, this is going to be yours, mate. So I'm going to let him have it. He has a Boba Fett costume that he loves to wear. So this is going to be his. I'm going to display it in his room so he can start his own little displaying collection. So that's going to be it for now. So don't forget to vote. Votes will be, the winners will be announced next week. The idea is, comment on everyone's video, interact. Let's get the algorithm to help everyone and gain more followers. That's what this whole project's all about, is to help smaller creators like myself to get more followers and introduce us to different audiences. Some of the concepts I've seen already, and they look phenomenal. Maybe we as creators vote on our favourite one and we can't vote on our own. Yeah, throwing that out there to you guys. So those of you who've created, maybe put in your videos a comment, in a pinned comment at the top of who you think other than yourself should be crowned home built hilt champion of 2025. And on that note, look, thanks for everything. I really do appreciate all the comments and interaction, negative or positive. It really does help build it up. Seem to go through waves, so get a few, and then it don't get any followers for a couple of weeks. So let's see how this goes. It's literally just a bit of fun for me, and to share my passion of Star Wars with like-minded individuals, no matter how old you are. And on that note, from me and mine, to you and yours, see you on the next one. During his struggle to fight for his survival and his escape from the Sarlacc pit, Boba Fett found an old Jedi lightsaber. Boba kept this aboard Slave One, some say as a last resort, others a reminder of who ultimately put him in there. Over the years, the elegant weapon rusted though. Boba Fett added his own personal touches, of course, like his signature colour scheme, Beskar parts, and even a Tusken wrap on the grip. But without being used or seeing the light of day, it found it harsh in the conditions on Tatooine and started to show signs of aging. At some point the hilt was lost. No one knows how or why. Maybe he discarded it having gone through all that he did. Maybe it was stolen. Either way, it's now on display in a museum to the ages. It's said to not only carry the legacy of a Jedi long lost who originally owned it, but the DNA, the fibre of all that is Boba Fett.